My child, I've seen your tears, even the ones you hide behind your smile. I've been beside you in every moment you thought you were forgotten. When you sat in the quiet, unsure if your prayers even reached me, I was already holding you. You didn't have to speak. I felt it all, the ache you carry in silence, the exhaustion from trying to hold everything together, the way your soul whispers, "How much longer?" Even when your mouth says nothing. You've questioned if I still care, if I still see you, if I still have a plan for your life, and I want you to know, yes, my child, I see, I care, I know. You have never been invisible to me. You have never been unimportant. There was never a second I turned away. I've watched every night you cried yourself to sleep and told no one. I was there, on the floor with you. When they didn't understand, I did. When you felt abandoned, I stayed. When your heart broke into pieces, I was already gathering them in my hands. You didn't fall alone. I caught you. And even in your lowest moment, you were never outside of my reach. I did not cause your pain, but I never left you in it. I held you when the world let go. I protected you from what you didn't even see. I shielded your soul when darkness tried to devour it. The fact that you're still here, still breathing, still standing, even if barely, is proof that I've been with you. I know what it cost you. I know how hard you fought just to wake up and keep going. You have carried more than anyone knows, but I know. I've seen every sacrifice, every moment you wanted to give up but didn't, every battle you fought in secret. You've been strong for so long, my child, too long, and now I want you to rest. You don't have to carry this alone anymore. You don't have to be the strong one all the time. You can fall apart in my arms and still be safe. You can bring me your anger, your questions, your disappointment. I won't turn away. I'm not afraid of your pain. I'm not ashamed of your struggle. I'm here and I'm staying. There's nothing you've done that disqualifies you from my love. There's nothing broken in you that scares me. I already saw it. And I still chose you, even with the mess, even with the doubt, even with the fear. I'm not asking you to fix yourself. I'm asking you to let me love you, to let me hold you, to let me heal you, because you weren't meant to carry this alone. You weren't meant to live exhausted and empty. You weren't created to constantly prove your worth. You are already worthy because I say you are. You are already enough because I made you in my image, and nothing, not pain, not failure, not abandonment, can change that. You've believed so many lies, that you're too much, that you're not enough, that you're forgotten. But I want to break those lies off of you now. They have no authority here. Only my truth does. And here is my truth. You are mine. You are loved. You are still chosen. I have never taken my eyes off you. You are not what they said about you. You are not the sum of your mistakes. You are not too late, too broken, too lost. You are not abandoned. You are seen, and I've been waiting to remind you that in the middle of your pain, I am still your father. In the middle of your storm, I am still your refuge. In the middle of your questions, I am still your answer. You don't have to understand everything right now. You just need to know that I'm with you, that I'm not going anywhere, and that your healing begins not with performance, but with presence, my presence. So come as you are, weary, confused, wounded, come as you are. I will not reject you. I will not turn you away. I don't need you to pretend. I don't want the version of you that wears a mask. I want the real you, the one who's tired, the one who's scared, the one who wonders if they're still lovable. Yes, my child. That's the one I want, because that's the one I love. That's the one I died for. That's the one I will never give up on. You don't have to keep running. You don't have to keep hiding. You are safe with me. You are safe in my love. Collapse into it. Let go. Let the tears fall. Let the walls come down. You've been strong for too long. Now let me be strong for you. Let me carry what you can't. Let me breathe life back into the places you thought were dead. You don't have to force your way forward anymore. You don't have to fix what only I can heal. Just be still and know I am God. Be still and feel my arms around you. Be still and let me remind you of who you really are, not what the world called you, not what your past said about you, not what rejection whispered into your heart. You are my beloved. You are my creation. You are my child, and you are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not beyond restoration. I see beauty in you that you've forgotten how to see. I see strength in you that has nothing to do with striving. I see light in you that no darkness can extinguish. Even now, my hand is upon you. Even now, I'm drawing you closer. Even now, I am whispering your true name into the depths of your soul. The name I gave you before anyone else had an opinion. The name I wrote on the palm of my hand. The name I speak in love, not in anger. Chosen, redeemed, held, my child. Nothing about your journey disqualifies you from my favor. Not the detours, not the delays, not the despair. I will use it all. Every heartbreak, every silent prayer, every tear you cried in secret. I will redeem it. I will restore what was lost. I will rebuild what was torn down, and I will do it in love. Not because you earned it, but because I delight in you. Not because you're perfect, but because you're mine, and that is enough. I am not waiting for you to get it all together. I am waiting for you to come home to me, just as you are, because I already love you completely. And my love is stronger. My love is stronger than your regrets, stronger than your past, stronger than the moments you wish you could erase, stronger than the shame you still carry in secret. I am not keeping a list of your failures. I am not measuring your worth by what went wrong. I am not disappointed in your healing taking time. I am patient with you, my child. I am kind with your process. I walk with you, not ahead of you, not behind you. I walk with you, step by step. Even when you don't feel me, I am near. Even when you don't hear me, I am speaking over you. Even when you doubt me, I remain faithful, because my covenant with you is not based on your perfection. It's based on my promise, and I do not break my promises. I do not forget my word. I do not turn away when it gets hard. I stay. I stayed when others walked away. I stayed when you thought no one cared. I stayed when your heart couldn't take another blow, and I am still staying. There is nothing in you I want to avoid, nothing in you I want to escape. I made you. I know every layer of your soul. I know what triggers your fear. I know what keeps you awake at night. I know how much you long to be free from the heaviness, and I say to you now, freedom is near. It is not out of reach. It is not for others, but not for you. It is your portion. You were born for it. You were born for wholeness, not for torment. You were born for peace, not for panic. You were born for joy, not just survival. And I will lead you into it gently, not by force, but by love. You don't have to rush. You don't have to perform. Healing is not a race. It is a return to me, a return to your true self, a return to what has always been yours, belonging, safety, love. Let my voice be louder than the voice of fear. Let my love quiet the accusations in your mind. Let me reintroduce you to yourself, not the version shaped by trauma, not the version shaped by rejection, not the version shaped by survival, but the version shaped by my spirit, the you I saw before you were wounded, the you I formed with intention, with tenderness, with joy. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not lost beyond finding. You are not too much. You are not too far. You are right here with me, and that is enough. I delight in you. I sing over you. I celebrate the courage it took for you to keep going. You didn't give up, even when you thought you did. Even when you collapsed under the weight, your spirit still reached for me. And I answered, I am answering now with mercy, with presence, with the kind of love that doesn't leave when it gets messy. My love is stronger than the battle in your mind, stronger than the lies you were told, stronger than the silence that made you feel unworthy. I'm restoring your identity, not just patching it, not just repairing what was lost, but revealing what was always true. You are my image bearer, my beloved. You carry my breath. You are not disposable. You are not replaceable. You are not forgotten. I don't overlook you. I don't pass by you. I stop for you. I dwell with you. I choose you again and again, not because you earn it, but because it is who I am. I am love, and I have set my love upon you, not temporarily, not conditionally, but forever. And that love is what will rebuild you. Not striving, not fear, not proving, just love. Let it in. Let it wrap around every anxious thought. Let it enter the room where you locked away the pain. Let it fill the silence that used to haunt you. Let it be the ground you stand on. You don't have to live guarded anymore. You don't have to numb yourself to feel safe. My love is your safety. My love is your covering. My love is your home. Come home to rest, to stillness, to me. You don't have to perform to be held. You don't have to understand to be embraced. You don't have to pretend to be whole to be loved. You are loved in your rawness. You are loved in your rebuilding. You are loved in your in-between. I see the beauty in your surrender. I see the strength in your softness. I see the light in your eyes, even when you don't. I see the flame in your spirit that never went out. You thought it was gone, but I protected it, even in the flood, even in the fire, even in the void. I preserved something holy in you, and now I am fanning it back to life. Not just so you can survive, so you can shine, so you can walk in the fullness of who I created you to be. So you can rise without fear of falling again. So you can laugh again without guilt. So you can trust again without fear of betrayal. So you can believe again. Believe in my plans. Believe in my timing. Believe in my goodness. Believe in your worth. Because I never stopped believing in you. Not for one moment. Not when you doubted me. Not when you pushed me away. Not when you blamed yourself for things I never asked you to carry. I never stopped believing in you because I see what's eternal. I see the gold in you. I see the purpose in your steps. I see the glory in your story. Even now, I am rewriting the pages of your past, turning the ashes into beauty, turning the wounds into wisdom, turning the brokenness into brilliance. You are not behind. You are not forgotten in the crowd. You are not waiting for a chance. You are walking in a promise, and that promise cannot be taken from you. I sealed it with my love. I sealed it with my sacrifice. I sealed it with my spirit living in you. You belong. You have always belonged. No matter who didn't see you, no matter who rejected you, no matter who walked away, I stayed, and I will stay forever. Because my love is not like theirs. It doesn't run, it doesn't shrink, it doesn't change with the seasons. It is unshakable, immovable, unbreakable, and it has chosen you. Let that sink in. Let it quiet your fears. Let it silence the noise. Let it cradle you until you remember what it feels like to breathe without fear. You are not behind. You are not too much. You are not alone. You are mine. And my love is stronger. I have never stopped working in your life, even when all you saw was delay, even when you thought everything was falling apart, even when you assumed the silence meant I had withdrawn. I was building something eternal within you. In the places where you only saw emptiness, I was planting seeds, hidden, quiet, sacred. Not everything I do is loud. Not every miracle looks like fireworks. Sometimes it looks like your strength coming back after the tears. Sometimes it looks like the courage to get out of bed when your heart still aches. Sometimes it looks like the door that closed because I was protecting you from what would have wounded you more. I saw what you didn't. I knew what you couldn't. I closed what you begged me to open. because I loved you too much to let you settle there. I delayed what you wanted because I was preparing what you needed, and I withheld what would have distracted you from who you truly are. Every detour was wrapped in mercy. Every no was soaked in love. I never punished you with waiting. I was preparing you in the waiting. You wanted to arrive, but I was more concerned with who you were becoming on the way. You were being refined, not rejected, transformed, not tossed aside. I never lost track of you, not once. Even when you questioned everything, I was orchestrating everything, aligning the right moments, shielding you from counterfeit blessings, guarding the treasure within you. I knew you couldn't see it yet, but I saw the masterpiece taking form. I saw the strength growing underneath your sorrow. I saw the depth forming under pressure. I saw the kind of wisdom that only comes from walking through fire and surviving. You were never meant to stay broken. You were never meant to live in survival mode. You were born for more than just making it through. You were born for resurrection, for joy that doesn't depend on circumstances, for peace that doesn't crumble in the storm, for love that roots itself in me and cannot be shaken. This is the season I begin to reveal what I've been forming. This is the season of uncovering, of unveiling, of beauty where there once was only ashes. I have not forgotten what I promised you. I have not changed my mind about your destiny. I do not tease my children with hope. I fulfill it. I complete what I start, and I've started something glorious in you. Now you will begin to see what I've been doing in secret. Now you will begin to walk in what I've been preparing. Doors are opening, not by your striving, but by my spirit. Paths are clearing, not by your planning, but by my hand. Favor is rising, not because you chased it, but because you're my child. You don't have to manipulate anything to be blessed. You don't have to perform to be accepted. You just have to stay close to me. Abide in me. Let me lead, and you will never be lost. The blessing is not ahead of you. It's already unfolding around you. Look again. What felt like a loss was a setup for your protection. What looked like a failure was me rerouting you to favor. What broke your heart is the very place I will reveal my glory. I will make your pain your platform. I will use the very area of your suffering to be the wellspring of your anointing. You have not been buried. You've been planted, and now it's time to rise, not in fear, not in pressure, but in me. I'm calling you to rise in love, rise in peace, rise in joy that makes no sense to the world. I am rebuilding you from the inside out, not to return you to who you were, but to reveal who you've always been in me. You are not the same person you were before the pain. You've grown, you've matured, you've been purified in ways even you don't fully understand, and now you are ready. You are ready to live without fear of rejection, ready to speak without shrinking, ready to love without losing yourself, ready to move in boldness that doesn't come from ego, but from intimacy with me. This is not your downfall, it's your awakening. You are awakening to your identity, to your authority, to your inheritance. You don't have to strive to be someone else. You only need to become who I already declared you to be. Let me remind you again. You are chosen. You are called. You are deeply loved. You are not broken goods. You are not too complicated to be understood. You are not too far gone to be used. You are not too scarred to be restored. Your scars tell a story of grace. Your past is now a testimony of my faithfulness. Your healing will make room for others to find their way. Because I'm not just working in you, I'm working through you. Your life will be a vessel of hope. Not because it's been easy, but because I've been faithful. Not because you knew every step, but because you followed me in trust. And now I am inviting you to believe again, to expect again, to hope without fear of disappointment. This time will be different, not because the world changed, but because you changed. Because I am leading this time, and I do not fail. So don't shrink back now. Don't hide who I've made you to be. Don't water yourself down to make others comfortable. You weren't made to blend in. You were made to shine, not for your glory, but for mine. And when you shine, darkness trembles. When you speak, chains break. When you move with me, the atmosphere shifts. Because my spirit lives in you. You carry something sacred. You carry the fragrance of heaven. You carry authority, quiet, holy, powerful. You've always felt different because you are different. You weren't created to follow the crowd. You were created to be a light in it. Even your pain had purpose. Even your silence was sacred. Even your waiting wasn't wasted. I've used every moment to shape you, to humble you, to teach you how to hear me, to prepare your heart to carry what I'm releasing now. I know you didn't understand it then, but you will. I will show you what was hidden. I will bring clarity where there was only confusion. I will redeem the time that felt stolen, because I am not limited by time. I restore what was lost. I resurrect what looked dead. I bring rivers to dry land. And I do it all because of love, because I love you, not the version you try to be for others, but the real you, the scared you, the uncertain you, the weary you, the one who keeps showing up even when they don't feel strong, the one who keeps loving even with a bruised heart, the one who still believes deep down that something holy is coming, and it is. Something holy is coming. Something beautiful is unfolding. Something eternal is rising from the ashes. This is not the end of your story. This is the place where the page turns, where the tears turn to laughter, where the heaviness lifts, where the glory breaks through. You are walking into fulfillment, into peace, into joy, unshakable, into destiny. Because I wrote the final word over your life, and that word is victory, wholeness, love restored. So hold my hand, my child. Take the next step. You are not walking alone. I go before you. I stand beside you. I surround you. And my love, my perfect, unfailing love, will lead you all the way home. My child, don't be afraid of this new beginning. You don't have to carry old fears into a new season. You don't have to bring yesterday's sorrow into today's light. Let it fall from your shoulders. Let the heaviness roll away. You've carried it long enough. Now I want to carry you. You don't need to figure everything out. You only need to trust that I have. I am your shepherd, and I am leading you to still waters, to peace that will guard your heart, to quiet places where you will feel safe again, where your soul can finally exhale. You've walked through fire, you've stood in the middle of storms no one else saw, and still, you are here, still standing, still listening for my voice, still hoping. That is no small thing, my child. That is holy, and I see you. I honor your faith, even when it's small. I bless your steps, even when they're trembling. You have not failed me. You've been faithful in the waiting. You've kept walking through the wilderness, and now you're coming into the promise. I'm bringing you out of survival mode. I'm healing the places you had to harden just to make it through. You don't have to be guarded anymore. You don't have to brace for disappointment. You don't have to live with one eye open, wondering when the next wave will crash. That season is ending. I am shifting the atmosphere around your life. I am closing the chapters that kept wounding you, and I am breathing new life into places that felt numb. You will feel again, not just pain, but joy. You will trust again, not just me, but the people I send. You will rise, not from force, but from freedom. You will live, not in fear of the past, but in faith for the future. Because I am with you, not for a moment, not for a chapter, but for every breath, every day, every unknown, every joy, every loss, every step forward. I am with you, and I am not going anywhere. My love isn't conditional. It's not based on your strength or your performance. It's based on who I am, and I am faithful. I am unchanging, I am steady. Even when everything else shifts, I remain. You can lean on me, you can rest in me, you can fall apart with me. I'm not disappointed in your need. I welcome it, I cherish it. I draw near to the broken-hearted, not away, and I am near to you. I am in the quiet with you. I am in the pause between prayers. I am in the waiting room of your life. I am not rushing you. I am not tired of you. I am not ashamed of your journey. You are safe with me. Let my presence hold you now. Let my peace cover you like a blanket. Let my hands carry you through the things you still don't understand. Let my spirit whisper truth to every lie. You are not alone. You are not behind. You are not overlooked. You are seen. You are heard. You are loved with everlasting love, the kind that doesn't change with your emotions, the kind that doesn't fade when you struggle, the kind that holds on when you feel like letting go. This is the love that saves, the love that heals, the love that restores. My love, and it is stronger than anything that has come against you, stronger than grief, stronger than fear, stronger than betrayal, stronger than confusion, stronger than loneliness, stronger than the voices that said you were too much or not enough, stronger than every lie that tried to bury you. You are not buried. You are rising. You are becoming. You are walking into the fullness I always intended for you. You are coming into alignment with who you really are, not who they told you to be, not who pain tried to make you into, but who I created, who I love, who I delight in. Even now I'm rejoicing over you. Even now I'm preparing blessings with your name on them. Even now I'm sending angelic protection ahead of you. Even now I'm placing favor on the doors you're about to walk through. Because I go before you, and nothing can stand against what I have ordained. No weapon formed against you will prosper. No curse spoken over you will take root. No scheme of the enemy will derail what I've declared over your life. You are covered. You are anointed. You are protected. Not by your own strength, but by mine. I will fight for you. I will defend you. I will surround you with my glory, and nothing will snatch you out of my hand. So breathe again, my child. Breathe in peace. Breathe in joy. Breathe in grace. You are not who the pain tried to name you. You are who I named you, beloved, chosen mine. Let that name echo louder than the past. Let it drown out the shame. Let it uproot the fear. Let it become your foundation. I call you blessed. I call you whole. I call you restored. I call you strong, not in your flesh but in my spirit. I call you radiant. I call you redeemed. I call you home. So come home to me in your thoughts, in your heart, in your dreams, in your plans. Come back to the place where you don't have to pretend, where you are fully known and fully loved, where you are held even when you're not holding yourself together, where rest is holy, where healing flows like water, where joy comes in the morning. Come home, my child, and as you come, I bless you. I bless your mind with clarity, with peace, with the mind of Christ. I bless your body with rest, with healing, with divine strength. I bless your heart with hope, with gentleness, with joy unshaken. I bless your path with wisdom, with timing, with divine appointments. I bless your sleep with dreams from heaven and protection through the night. I bless your relationships with honesty, with love, with alignment. I bless your hands to build, to create, to carry what is sacred. I bless your voice to speak life, to declare truth, to sing again. I bless your future with favor, with open doors, with the fulfillment of my promises. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are not overlooked. You are the apple of my eye. I have carved your name into my hand. I have watched over you from the very beginning, and I will carry you until the very end. You are mine, and I am yours. And nothing, no power, no darkness, no distance can separate you from my love. So be still now, and let me hold you. Let me cover you. Let me fill every empty place with my presence. You are safe. You are seen. You are saturated in my love. And I bless you, my child, now and forever. Amen.